Well, you know, technically it's 1 AM for me, but I'm not gonna get far with that. So there's an interesting mix of mediums and soft runners at the start. It's certainly, I think the one stop's the better option. As you say, if you can get away with doing a mediums qualifying lap, certainly it'll put you in a better position than the soft runners, but then obviously you take the risk of how far down the grid you'll end up. Do you see some times coming in now? Oh, that is a good lap. Probably not. Probably not. It's certainly sometimes maybe you can lift off, you can sometimes get away with it. No. He's clearly talking about you. Apparently Hayden can't hear me. thought I had. It's got a million freaking menus to find. I have not. No, everything I've got is set to allow.
Okay, apparently I was the one that was muted and I've been talking for 10 minutes like an idiot.
Absolutely
Um,
brilliant.
yeah, that's embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. That's my bad, boys. I thought Bones was the one that was muted, not me. Um, all right, here we go. Okay, so let's start now then. Welcome to a brand new edition of Tier 3 in Zenith Online Racing, Wednesday nights. This is round 5 of 6 in Season 5 mini season. Um, yeah, a lot has happened since I've been missing. We've been through 15 minutes of qualifying. Monkey Mafia is on pole, Wreck Diver on second, Unholy Red Eye on third. All of them on the softs. A couple medium runners in the top 10. Three medium runners in the top 10. That's I feel like it's a quicker strategy if you can start on the mediums. If you can put yourself that far in front on the mediums, it's a good one stop. And yeah, I was mentioning earlier as well, while people couldn't hear me, there are a few strategy variations that you can have here, which work pretty well. Ooh, Rective has gone pole with a 28.9, 3 runs clear of P2. Yeah, I was saying there are strategy variations you can have here. You can start on the softs, do a one stop on the hards, go to the end, or you could do a two stop if you want to be aggressive on the tires, or you could be a little more conservative and go for the best mediums to hards. So, Bones, what do you think?
Um, as at the moment, I mean, you've got a couple of people at the front there on the soft tyres. Obviously, Wreck Diver's done a really good lap with the 128.9. Best of the mediums runners. It was last time I saw it was Portudude and Hayden, the 28.9 and a 30.0 respectively. Um, Obviously, it looks like now they've put on the soft tyres, so they're obviously going to try and push the way further forward up the grid. Probably most likely in response to Wreck Diver, to be honest. Obviously, they don't want to let him get away off the front, and they're going to be stuck in the midfield on a set of mediums, which won't come good for maybe maybe 4 or 5 laps.
Yeah, the softs do not last very long, but I think their life is about 6 or 7 laps. After full throttle goes fifth fastest, pushing those medium runners down a bit. There's a 29.8 on the softs, which is pretty close. Like he missed out on P4 by 4 thousandths of a second. So these are pretty close times. I think the medium runners would benefit from going out on the softs at this point. Yeah, Pochi is out on the softs, just starts his soft slab, as Hayden is also on the softs on a flyer. So I'll just ride on board with Hayden for the remainder of the lap. Um, he is coming around turn 13 now. Just got a couple of corners to go. Let's see what he can put up. I don't know how quick he is on his delta right now. We'll find out in a sec.
Just around the last corner and charge to the line.
Where's he put
Looks
it?
quick.
Oh, he's put it on pole.
28.3.
Oh, yeah, that's pole by some distance, to be fair.
Yeah, it's good. What, 6 tenths?
Yeah,
That is going to be tough to beat.
yeah. I think Ashes has
Obviously,
just finished a lap and put himself into 8th place as well. Sorry, go ahead. Cut you off.
I was going to say the only thing possibly is Porchy Dude. Obviously, he did go quicker than him on the medium, so maybe, just maybe, you can challenge him.
Maybe Pochi Dude is on a lap now. He is coming
Yeah.
around. Yeah, the third sector, turn 12 and 13 just now. Tricky section of the track. I always hated this on the traction. Um, but yeah, nice late apex. He does well there. Hits the apex. Carries good enough speed through there. Oh, he's missed the apex for the final corner. That will cost him a little bit of time, but hopefully not too much. Let's see where he puts it. Good
Onto the
1.6
RS.
seconds to bake. Oh,
Ooh.
28 1:05, just a tenth and a half off Hayden. Not bad at all, though. Puts him in a very good spot. Like, starting on the first row, there's always a good chance he jumps Hayden off the line, but he used to have a very solid start for that. Monkey Mafia is on a hot lap, coming around, just starting sector 3 now. Let's follow right on board with him.
The Ferrari keeps out of his way. Just trying to carry as much speed now. Always found this corner particularly tricky. It's one of those where you're trying to carry as much speed through as possible, but obviously you've got to start to brake to get the car to turn.
Yeah, it is a tough one. I've never quite figured out how to take it, where I should brake late, brake early, get on the power early. I have no idea what to do there. I just throw it in and pray.
When you're racing with someone, there's about 1,000 different lines you can take.
Yeah. Ooh, moves too far, right? Runs out of ERS. Does a 29.2. I don't think he quite improved much on that one. Let's see. Grim Reaper has abandoned his lap. Full Throttle is on 3 lap old. Soft's coming around the finish line now. Goes 7th quickest with a 29.8 as well. I don't think he improved either. ZGS puts himself into 6th place. Unholy Red Eye has abandoned his lap, and yeah, I think that's the grid for this race, for the French Grand Prix.
Yeah, I'm going to hope Full Throttle didn't improve on that final lap, because you certainly don't want to be starting 4-lap old softs here.
Oh, yeah.
They're not going to last long at all.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he is, I think, starting on 4-lap old softs, because I don't think he's changed tires throughout this quali session.
Oh.
At least according to the graphics, so he's gonna pit lap 1 at this rate, but let's see how he holds up. Keep an eye on that in the first few laps.
It may actually force him to 2-stop as well, because I don't see pitting that early for the hards is going to be good. And obviously we do know that 2-stops are a slower strategy, so...
Yeah. At this point, even, I don't know, if doing a double mediums would also be a little expensive, because it's a 2-stop, but
possibly maybe even a medium hard. Go for all 3.
Yeah.
I'm surprised someone hasn't taken more of a gamble though with a set of mediums, because obviously the biggest problem you're going to get with starting on at middle compound tyres, obviously if there's a safety car, it kind of ruins your strategy to a certain extent. But then France is one of those tracks where you don't get many safety cars.
That's true, yeah. It's very rare to get a safety car. I haven't seen one, at least earlier this week. But yeah, I'll just walk through the qualifying grid real quick. Hayden qualifies in P1 with a 28.3. Pochi dude, just a tenth and a half behind him. Rectiver in third, half a second. Unholy Red Eye, Monkey Mafia, ZGS, Grim Reaper, Full Throttle, Ashes Falco, and Tipura Zoom rounding out the top 10. And Private Jet 2, GP Colin, Ray, and JG Fishing covering places 11 to 14. Yeah, so they will have free tire choice, obviously. Some people might want to, go for the cheeky reverse strat, start on the hards, go long, and hope for a middle of the race safety car, or, oh, it's pretty dark. Is it raining? I was going to assume everyone's going to start on the softs because it's going to be a dry race, but I wonder if it's going to be raining. What is a Geordie?
I think that a Geordie's someone from Newcastle.
Oh no!
Yeah. I'd be damned if I get called a Geordie.
It's Karan Chandok with some Geordie commentating. What does that even mean? I mean, I get the Chandok part. Slightly racist, but I'll take it.
Especially if that's the only Indian person he knows. Yeah, as you said, the weather is quite cloudy.
Proper British weather in it.
It might favour the softeners a little bit, because obviously it'll keep the temperatures down for them.
Oh yeah.
It might give them maybe an extra lap or two. Probably one.
Yeah, I mean, depends on how, like, if it's actually rainy or what, because it might help for maybe half a lap's worth of like wear less, but you never know. It is slightly racist, I'm not gonna lie. But I've heard worse from this bunch of people.
Yeah, so we could have called you that F2 driver that was hopeless.
Let's get mortal.
Yeah, there's one for you, Fuzz. Do you know what Mortal is?
No, no. I mean, I'm sure he's making a really funny joke, but I just don't understand the reference.
Mortal, there's a particularly known Geordie saying for getting absolutely picked.
Oh.
As we have... Oh, apparently I was somehow in the session.
Oh yeah. Probably because you read it up instead of spectating. And you've been
That could be.
disqualified, Bones. That's disgraceful. Oh shit, you're gonna have to retire from the race.
uh,
Yeah, just go in the pits and retire. Don't you dare retire on the track.
yeah.
Just pause if you want so your AI takes control. The AI is gonna be slow enough. Hopefully.
I believe it's put me in.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'll be
so
the medical car at the back of the car.
anyway, so tire strats. Everyone's starting on the soft, so I wouldn't expect any rain considering GP Colin is the one who's gambled for the reverse strat on the hards, and Ray has started on the mediums, and JG Fishing decides to go on the softs as well. So P1 to 11 on softs, GP Colin on hards, Ray on the mediums, and JG Fishing on the softs, rounding out that relatively short grid this week, but it's all good. Ooh, is that raindrops I see? Is it actually raining?
Well, on the grid it's not.
Okay, fair. I mean, yeah, you can just tell me what the weather's like. Just ask Jeff.
Yeah.
Atri doesn't like Barcelona apparently.
No. That's why I called him
Ooh, race on pad. No.
in. See,
Yeah, no.
again, people outside the top 10. You've only got GP Common and Hards and Ray on mediums.
Mhm.
I found
Yeah,
it
that's what I was
slightly
saying.
odd. The others have
Everyone's
gone for
starting on
softs,
sauce.
but
Yeah, everyone's starting on
yeah.
sauce. Bones, you reckon you could win from there?
On a pad, no. Not a chance. I'm kind of hoping I can get a lap in just to get back to the pits before they
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah, just pause so your AI drives slowly. But yeah, just make sure you don't crash into anyone, obviously, or cause a safety car. Here we go. The lights are about to go off for 5 red lights, and they're off. Porchy gets a lot of wheel spin off the line. Hayden has got a good start, but Porchy is slightly alongside him. Is he gonna send it? Oh, there's a Ferrari that's gone off, way off. Oh, Porchy's around. I think Hayden and him made contact. That's not good. Oh,
Oh,
he's
yeah,
had a
I've just seen
terrible start. Oh, there's wings flying everywhere. I think Ray has made contact. Oh, Grim Reaper has made contact with someone, and the grid's all jumbled up on the screen, so it's a little difficult for me to follow what's going on. Cars are jumping around all over the place. For now, it's Hayden, followed by Red Eye, followed by Monkey Mafia in third, ZGS in fourth, who's had a good start. Falco and Ray going side by side for fifth place. Um, let's see how it's. Oh, there's a bit of contact, but Ashes Falco gets the better line through that chicane. Managed to keep the place. Ray is still side by side. Oh, there's still some contact, still some bumping, and Ray picks up a 3-second time penalty for going off the track. Greg Diver's looking to capitalize on this little battle here, and he does. He dives down the inside of Ray, making up that place. Goes up into sixth place. Private Jet following Tempura Zoom, following GP Colin. Sorry, I said that wrong. Private Jet 2 followed by Tempura Zoom and GB Colin. Oh, Tempura sent it down the inside of Private Jet and made that overtake stick. He is up into 8th place. GP Colin following them in 10th, rounding out the points position so far. Grim Reaper in 11th, Full Throttle 12th, JG Fishing 13th, Porchy down into 14th after starting P2 on the grid, and Bag of Bones hopefully retiring in the pits. That was a wild first lap. Yeah, that was a wild first lap. Let's see.
Looks like someone's gone off in turn 2.
They have. That looks like Greg Diver. Yeah, Greg Diver. He doesn't have wing damage, so maybe he just had a little bit of a spin. Grim Reaper and Full Throttle have both pitted for new wings, I presume, and fresh mediums. Let's see, Tempura Zoom right up the back of Ray. Still, these guys are still battling side by side. Tempura Zoom with the tire advantage on the softs. Sends it around the outside, but there's a little bit of contact, but isn't able to make the move stick. Ray has a bit of a wobble. Let's see if Tempura gets the better exit on him. Bones driver of the day. To be fair, it looks like he's the only driver that finished a lap without contact, so.
Yeah. Tempura getting really close to the road.
Oh yeah, this is the spicy battle I want to follow for now. There was a lot of contact on that opening lap, to be fair.
It looks like Private Jet is looking to get involved as well.
Yeah, Private Jet has been following them for a while, but the gap has obviously been coming down since these two have been side by side throughout the first 2 laps.
Private Jet just gone a little bit wide in the exit. It's going to cost him slightly.
Ray does have a 3-second time penalty from going side by side, so unless he picks up more warnings, he might be able to get that removed if he has his race select at the end. Yeah, I'm gonna follow along with this for now because the gaps at the front have kind of opened up a bit. Unholy Red Eye is just out of DRS range and Monkey Mafia is 2.2 seconds behind him. ZGS is within DRS, so on lap 3, okay, they are coming around the DRS straight now, so I'll follow him and see. Now. Yeah, I'll see if he is close enough to make a move, as Reg Diver has pitted for mediums as well.
Wings open.
Nah, not close enough on this lap. Close. Let's see if Tempura is.
Though, you sometimes find on the exit of this chicane, if you just time your DRS slightly right, you can make that gain look, he is getting closer.
Yeah. Following along on board with ZGS for now. Is he gonna send it? He is just a little far behind. Is Tempura Zoom? Oh, is Tempura's around? They've made contact, him and the Ferrari.
Oh.
That's not ended well. I missed the contact, but I did see them spin around. That's not good. That's not good.
Oh, and there's a Ferrari off as well. It's Ray. Ray's gone.
What happened? Did Ray retire?
I think he's just... No, he's crashed into the wall. I think he's lost it going through the fast right hand at the end of the straights.
And there's a safety car. There's the early safety car. On lap 3.
The safety car we said that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, but we didn't expect someone to retire, but they have. I'll follow along with Graham to see. It's not there anymore.
It is an unusual spot. You got Porchy Dude and Tempura have both managed to jump into the pits nice and early.
Yeah, I think
obviously Hayden and that have actually been picked up at the safety car, so they're not going to benefit.
Oh, already? That's interesting. Or maybe they decided not to pit? No, that's unlikely. It's lap 3. It's the perfect time to pit off the softs.
I think they've missed.
Yeah.
And they must have been on the start-finish straight in the car. The safety car's gotten out in front of them.
Oh yeah, that's just unlucky then. But, I mean, they can still pit and, get a free pit stop out of it.
Massive help for Porchy Dude.
True. He's gonna cut off that gap, and he's on the Haas. He's definitely gonna go to the end.
And obviously this is going to help the likes of Grim Reaper, Wreck Diver, and Full Throttle as well catch back up after their early pit stops.
Yep. I think Ray and Tempura Zoom did make contact, causing Ray to retire. But I don't know. I didn't see exactly what happened. I was following the racing point of ZGS to see if he was going to make a move on Monkey Mafia before I switched back to them spinning.
From what I could tell, Ray wasn't near anyone. I could be wrong.
No, Ray was the one that was battling with Tempura, right? They were both going side by side through the start of Sector 3. So I think that's where on that right-hander, that fast right-hander, they both might have made contact and someone might have
Yeah.
ended up into a wall. But yeah, I'm sure if it gets reported, you'll have some work to do.
Well, not really.
I mean, yeah, you never do any work. Hards to the end is puncture on the final lap. I mean, it's very risky for sure, but it's doable. Yeah, I can speak from experience that it's doable. Like, yeah, the tires die absolutely, but oh, there we go. There's Hayden and Unholy Red Eye, and Monkey Mafia is the only one
Yeah.
that's decided to stay out. Falco has decided to pit as
Falco.
well. ZGS stays out. JG Fishing pits. Okay, so interesting strategy calls from a couple people here.
Yeah.
I think
Obviously,
it's
they're
the
going to
wrong
lose that
call.
massively and be at the
Yeah,
back of the grid, but
yeah. I think that's the wrong call. I think pitting was
um,
a given. Some people have gone on the. Oh,
Ashes seems to put on a
none of
fresh
them.
set of softs.
None of yeah, Ashes put on a fresh set of softs, and none of them have put on the hards. Everyone's gone on mediums.
No.
Interestingly, so everyone's committing to the
Especially
two-stop.
with those pit stops as well, it's pushed the likes of GP Colin and Porchy Dude up the grid now.
Yeah, they're in very,
I
very
mean,
good
effectively,
positions.
I mean, there are people in front of them on old softs from the start. I mean, they're not going to last much longer. Which means they're not going to have anyone in front of them holding them up.
Yeah, they can just literally pull away from the gear and just maintain some consistent pace and
So,
free air.
yeah, get some nice clean air and just run the race to the end. Well, not GP because obviously he started on the hards, but certainly Porchy did.
Oh yeah, GP probably does lose out a bit, but not that much considering everyone else has basically given him a free pit stop.
Well, his hope now is obviously he's going to go really long on the hards. He'll be able to use the sort of field spread as everyone sort of get the gaps built out again. He can then obviously make enough of a gap so he doesn't lose too many places when he does pit.
For sure.
And obviously, I'm assuming he's going to go to the maybe to the softs. Maybe he'll want to pit early and take the mediums instead.
Maybe. Safety car is coming in this lap, so Monkey Mafia is controlling the pace of the grid and building that gap. I'm surprised, not surprised, a little disappointed to see that no one binned it under the safety car.
Well, you know, a lot of skillful drivers here.
Oh, Porsche dude gets a 5 Oh, severe collision. That's so fucking
Tempura.
unfortunate because Tempura's probably touched him and Porsche's gotten a penalty for it. And he's, I mean, yeah, luckily for Porsche, he might go to the end and not have to serve it and get that removed. So, let's see. I'm gonna,
you can.
yeah, hopefully. I'm gonna follow in with ZGS to see how they get off the start. The leaders, yeah, I think Monkey Mafia has not caught him napping, and ZGS is right up the back of him.
Private Jet is slightly further back, and the two Renaults have tightened. Pochi Dude's in front.
I think GP Colin may have let him pass unless he's had a bad start, but yeah, Pochi Dude is now in prime position. He just needs to keep up with Jeju, who is probably going to lose time. Hayden has gotten past his teammate Full Throttle, who's also lost another place to Unholy Red Eye. He's had a bad restart, so it's fair to say. And
well, I mean, this is the thing now with Hayden and Red Eye going for the mediums. They're going to have to go real aggressive.
They have to. Yeah,
they're
they
going to
need
have to put the quick lap times in.
Yes, CGS dives down the inside of Monkey Mafia, and is he going to get the move done before the braking zone?
Is GP falling down here? Oh
yes,
my
he
word,
does.
there's a queue falling behind GP.
Oh, GP, what's going on? GP had a bad start, and I don't know if he's letting people pass or...
I wonder if he's had a bad drive coming onto the straight.
I reckon it's also probably he didn't warm his hards up enough and he's just getting caught out by cold tires and they're just not up to temperature yet. Ashes Falco gets past Full Throttle as well.
Another place now. Hayden down the inside.
Yeah,
and
GP looks
Unholy Red Eye's going to get him as well.
Yeah, GP is struggling on those hards. Private Jet picks up a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting as Pochi Dude gets past him. So Pochi is definitely has that advantage on the soft runners as Private Jet dives into the pits to pit off his softs as Monkey Mafia and ZGS still stay out in P1 and 2. So if Porsche gets DRS, even at least for a lap, it'll help him out. I feel like Hayden is probably his competition at this point, given how aggressive they're being and making those overtakes. But yeah, Tempura, Grim Reaper gets past Tempura Zoom, so he's lost another place as well. Oh, and Wreck Diver does as well, so he's lost 2 places. No, they're still
my
going
word.
side by side. There's contact. There might be wing damage. Okay, no, the end plate looks fine, so hopefully there is no damage, but that was a bit of a squeeze as Hayden gets past Wreck Diver in between all of that.
You said Rectavi's drive out the corner has been compromised now.
Yeah.
As Ig Fishing has crashed.
Oh, what happened there? Oh, he's probably just lost her on the traction in turn 6. That's a VSC? Yeah, he has lost her on the traction. That's unfortunate.
And all that Pochi do got past Monkey Mafia.
Oh, I missed that. Yeah, there is a lot happening to keep up with everything. I'm gonna follow along with Hayden for a little bit because he is being aggressive and Tempura Zoom is not quite had the best of restarts and has lost a couple places. Oh, they're already side by. Oh, Hayden's picked up a 3 second for going side by side.
Well, he seemed to try and go down the inside before the virtual lifted.
Oh, there's contact, and I think Tempura Zoom has lost his end plate. Yeah, he has. That wasn't great, but Hayden does barge his way past and makes it up into 5th. He's going to be looking to get past Grim Reaper pretty soon. Tempura and Unholy Red Eye going side by side. Tempura down the inside gets the better run.
And 3 wide here.
Oh, is it? Oh my god.
Oh! He's cut the corner there, now he's made contact with him. Oh my wait, and then
Falco.
That's just Falco.
Unholy Red Eye's off the track, he's retired, he is into the wall. That was some heavy impact from the McLaren behind him. That's not ended well. There's yellow flags in Sector 2. That's another VSC. Wreck Diver's lost a place to Tempura as well. Yeah, it is taking names. There's some heavy battling going on. Hayden, in the meantime, does get past Grim Reaper, so he's going to be right up the butt of Monkey Mafia, who I would imagine has to pit this lap or the next one at the latest. So he's got Porsche to chase down after that on the fresher, slightly better tires. So
yeah,
that'll be an interesting battle.
Stays up long enough that he can reach the pits. There seems even some time if it's only halfway up.
Yeah, Monkey Mafia might make small gains from this. As he's decided to stay out. Oh. Yeah, he does miss out, but he decides to stay out for some reason.
Those tires must be screaming for mercy.
Yeah. Tempura 5 second for speeding in the pit lane. Yeah, that's unlucky. He's got to go change his wing as well, so he's not had a good race so far. Lots of battling, but lots of contact. Falco's gonna double stack as well. That sucks. Hayden right up the back of Monkey Mafia, only 3/10s, but yeah, his tires absolutely must be screaming. So I expect the move to be done on the DRS straight. Gets a good exit, DRS, overtake.
I think this is done and dusted.
Goes down the inside. They're going to be side by side in the braking zone, it looks like. But yeah, he does get the move done. He is well ahead. What are the gaps? Yeah, Grim Reaper is going to be right up his back as well. I think Monkey Mafia, unless he pits this lap, is going to lose another position on track.
So Rectavi's not that far behind as well. So at the moment with maybe 18 laps to go, you've got Hayden 2.5 seconds behind Portugal. But obviously we anticipate Hayden's going to have to pit again.
Yeah. So Monkey Mafia finally goes into the pits on 8 lap old softs. So he's put himself in a good position to do a good one stop, but I feel like pitting under the safety car would have been a lot more prudent. He wouldn't have lost as many places as Rec Diver puts in the fastest lap of the race so far on his mediums. Where does Monkey come out? He's in P7 now. ZGS is going to get past. Private Jet is going to be close, so he might slot in between the racing pens. No, Private Jet goes past as well. Triple Resume is too far behind to lose a place. Lose a place too. And Rec Diver is right up the butt of Grim Reaper for now, so we'll follow along with this one for now. He's got his DRS open. Look at the overspeed there. Oh my god. He's going to get it done well before the braking zone. Yeah. Moves on to the racing line.
Powerful
makes the
DRS
pass.
straight.
Yeah, it is. Let's see if
Although
Grim
if you
Reaper
dump
can
your
come
DRS too
back.
early, you can come back at people.
Yes.
After the
Yeah, if
chicane.
you can time the exit properly, then you can, but Grim Reaper does have a little bit of the slightest of wobbles on the exit, so doesn't quite get it on this lap at least. If he can stay within the DRS, he might be able to challenge it on the upcoming one.
See, Hayden's brought that gap down to 1.4.
Yeah, Hayden's gonna have to be on a charge right now. Follow Grim Reaper for now. Well, this is the closest battle on the field.
Yeah, the only one we might see is maybe eventually GP Colin might be able to catch full throttle.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, GP Colin will probably jump a lot of these people who are yet to pit, which is P2 to P5. They're all on 8 to 9 lap old mediums, which aren't gonna go to the end of the race. So there is a pit stop left for them. GP Colin is kind of far behind, considering he's close to full throttle, but he is far behind compared to Grim Reaper and Rec Diver. So he might not make up a lot of places. Temporary Resume gets the fastest lap, 32.6 on the softs. But yeah, I feel like GP Colin, it's a weird position he's in. Like, he might end up fourth, he might end up third, but depends on what the pace of the medium runners is like. As Hayden is finally within DRS range of Porchy Dude on the fresher, softer tires. So we'll see how that goes.
Porty Dude just trying to not give Hayden a slipstream after the chicane exit.
Yeah, that's fair. He doesn't have to make it easy for Hayden at all, despite being on different strategies. The longer he holds him up, the better it is for him.
I certainly feel though his best strategy is probably actually to, try and keep Hayden behind you as long as possible.
Yeah.
But if it does eventually happen, then let him through and just sit in his slipstream instead.
Yeah, I mean, that is definitely exactly what he has to do, but it might just be a little bit difficult to stay in the slipstream, like stay within that DRS range, because once he gets dropped, Hayden's probably gonna pull away pretty quickly. So there's always that risk he runs. So it's just more beneficial. It's just more of a sure thing to keep him behind as long as possible. Following along with Hayden coming around turn 6 and 7 now, going on to the DRS straight. Let's see what Hayden can pull out.
Looks like Hayden hasn't got much in the way of DRS, other than
he has
DRS. I don't think he needs it.
Oh, it's going to be close.
He pulls out side by side, going to the corner, and Porchy Dude managed to keep the overspeed on the outside to keep himself in front.
Porchy Dude also does not have much in the way of ERS, so they've both burned through their batteries, and they're gonna have to recharge on this third sector.
Oh! Porchy Dude had a little snap of oversteer on the exit.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Unless that's just my game being weird. No, I mean, France is one of those tracks. It's with the massive straight. It's so easy to burn through that ERS.
It is.
Really quickly.
It's really hard to recover ERS as well and fuel. Like you end up using so much fuel on this track. Oh, big lockup for Hayden going into the final corner. That's gonna compromise his exit just a bit. He is using up more of his ERS to stay within striking distance, but I don't think he's close enough to make a move.
I really wouldn't be using it down that.
No.
Straight. It's not that long a straight on the start finish line. I'd be saving it as much as I can to dump it all on that back straight.
Yes. Oh, cuts the corner a little bit. I don't know what the situation exactly with both their penalties is I know Hayden does have a 3 second at least for corner cutting, and Porchy Dude has that
Well,
5 seconds for.
Looks like Porchy got slightly out of shape on the exit.
Is Hayden close
But he
enough to
seems
make
to be
a
doing
move?
okay.
Yeah, he's also run out of ERS, as has Hayden. As Hayden dives down the inside for this one, as Porchy outbreaks him into the
Porchy's
corner
seeing the
on the
move
outside
again.
line.
The Hayden's slightly got his nose alongside. So he's had to give that up, sitting in the slipstream again, going down to the flash right hand there.
Is there enough ERS? No.
What can he do?
He should have sent it down the inside a little bit. Maybe
Oh,
he's
is
gonna
he
do
going
it now.
inside? Oh, he has as well.
He has. That's a full send. Porchy Dude tries the switchback, but doesn't quite get it. But that was a decent clean pass, I'm gonna say.
This diver picks up a 3-second time penalty.
I'll just check the penalties real quick. Yeah, so Porchy Dude for some reason has a 10-second penalty. He must have had 2 5 seconds. Maybe he can get both removed. Maybe he can get one removed. We'll see. But yeah, that's not going to help his case for now. Hayden has 3 seconds and Wreck Diver has 3 seconds. Monkey Mafia with a 3 second Private Jet, 6 seconds, and Tempura Zoom with 13 seconds in penalties.
Not good.
Not good. Yeah, Tempura's had an eventful first stint of the race so far. First half of the race, I should say.
Got CGS here, just coming up behind Full Throttle in the battle for 5th.
Yeah, he's on much fresher mediums as well. I think Full Throttle's that's a bit of a squeeze off the track.
Oh, and he nearly runs into the back of him as well. You've got to slow that down.
Yeah.
This is where you just need to have that bit of racecraft where it's just, take your time.
Yes. Patience is key. You just gotta wait for that straight. It's so long, it's almost a guaranteed overtake. So just wait for it, get that DRS open, and he's got that overspeed. He's gonna get it done well before the braking zone as well. And yeah, Full Throttle's mediums, I reckon, are coming to the end of their lives. So I think we should see a lot of these medium runners starting to pit at any moment. Unless they want to go to lap 20 and stretch it to go onto the softs for the final stint. But yeah, there's going to be that strategy call to make.
With the low fuel.
Yeah. Yeah, the softs will easily last 7 laps.
The only problem with that will be is depending on how big a gap you're leaving yourself for the pit stop.
Right. And you also don't want to lose too much on like stretching those mediums out, right? Like they're already 11 to 12 laps old, so they're not gonna last a lot longer.
Looks like Portugue's just fallen out of DRS.
I don't think the mediums are going to be that much quicker than the hards at this point anyway, so Porchy Dude is in a very good position. Like, I think he's still favourite to win because Hayden has that entire pit stop left in front of him, so I don't know if he's going to... Yeah, I don't... Exactly. I don't know if he's going to make up that, 25, 26 seconds, whatever he's going to lose in that pit stop on whatever tire he puts on, like assuming, let's say he puts on the softs on lap 19 or 20, I don't think he's gonna have enough laps to catch up and make a move and make it stick. GP Colin is right up Monkey Mafia's gearbox on those hards, but I don't know if he's gonna have the tire advantage. He did have DRS, but wasn't close enough to make a move.
Monkey may have just passed GP.
Oh, my bad. I wasn't quite paying attention at that part. Wreck Diver picks up a 5-second... Wait, what? 5-second penalty for exceeding track limits?
That must be a major... Oh, he's pitted.
Wait, what?
Wreck Diver and Grim Reaper have pitted. I'm guessing he's cut the corner on the entry into the pit lane.
Oh, that's such a...
5 seconds.
Oh, it's making him serve it right now. That's... Oh,
yeah,
that's bullshit.
That's gonna hurt. Although he is a little bit in a league of his own.
It is, but I mean, you still don't want to randomly lose 5 seconds. It's just... Oh, that's
Yeah,
unlucky.
I'm guessing it's to do with the pit entry, the way that the line is on the exit the corner. If he's just not lined it up quite correctly and he's trying to
Yeah.
create too much speed from the corner through, and
Yeah, it's unfortunate. But yeah, like I said, the medium runners have started pitting. Rec Divers pitted, Private Jet and Grim Reaper have both pitted as well. I'm gonna take a gander that Full Throttle is gonna pit soon, and we'll see how Hayden does. Hayden is managing not to pull away. He is only 1.3 seconds in front of Porchy Dude for
yeah,
now. So that gap isn't increasing at the rate Hayden would like it to. So I feel like he's at a disadvantage unless, he pulls out some monster laps. They do both have to be saving ERS at this point, though they've completely wrecked their batteries and fuel battling each other.
Hayden's is slightly better. He's got a little bit more, so he's out of that sort of 10% range where you start losing engine power.
Yeah.
Looks like Porchy is pushing hard because he barely has any left. As Tempora picks up another 3-second time penalty.
Oh, Tempura is not having a good race. Is Full Throttle going into the pits? No, he's stayed out. Um, yeah, so I think at this point all the medium runners have to be considering going
Oh,
onto the softs instead.
GP's just pitted.
I guess he didn't like
So
the
he
hards.
must be going to the mediums. I'm going to guess with that 10 laps left.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. He should have stayed out a couple of laps. Yeah, he is going on the mediums. Maybe he could have stayed out a couple of laps more and gone on the softs
Well,
instead. Oh, he's getting a wing change. That's probably it.
oh, wing change as well, yeah. As you said, there's something to be said of maybe making the pit stop a bit earlier and giving you time to put the laps in.
Yeah, I agree completely. Like, I don't
And
think
as you say,
Hayden
just
has the
get
gap
yourself off
anyway.
those old hard tires.
Yes, yes. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I don't think Hayden has the gap to pit, put on fresher tires, and then catch up back to Pochi, do it, and make a move, like I said. But
Yeah. But the
we'll
thing
see.
is right now, if he were to pit, would he actually get out in front of CGS?
22 seconds.
I'm not entirely certain the length of this pit stop, but I'm feeling it's longer than that.
Yeah, even I have a feeling it's a little bit longer, so they'll probably come out side by side, or he would probably come out just behind ZGS and be within his DRS range. But we'll see. I reckon we'll see Hayden pitting in the next 2 laps or so, as Grim Reaper is within DRS range of Monkey Mafia, so that might be a battle worth following for now.
Yeah, just as they come through the final corner, as Monkey Mafia pulls over, trying to break the slipstream, as Ram full throttle the pits
Yeah.
for a fresh set of softs.
Yeah, there we go. I think this is the right crossover point to put on the softs. It'll be a bit of a stretch to go to lap 27, but with a lighter fuel, lighter car, I think it'll last.
Yeah, certainly. And you know, there's always an opportunity to steal fastest lap,
Absolutely.
which I think is currently held by Tempura's unit, but I'm not entirely certain.
Where we check that? Fastest lap, it is Tempier's zone. He's done a 32.6 on his fresh softs whenever you put them on. As Grim
Reefer
Reaper
down the straight. DRS open, comfortably
he's got
in
it
front
done.
before the braking.
Gets it done. Licks the stamp.
He will
and
now be
sends
looking
it.
at the gap to ZGS in front from now, and hopefully he can start making some inroads. As I'm guessing ZGS is going to attempt to go to the ends. He's currently on 9-lap old mediums.
Grim Reaper has done the quickest second sector of the race so far, apparently. Unless that's a visual glitch as usual.
One of many.
This game glitches? Never. It's GP Colin on his fresh mediums looking to make a charge. He is within
tell you
DRS
what,
of Ashes, who doesn't get a very good exit.
I have a sneaking suspicion Hayden's going to the end on those mediums.
Tell you what, I think if he does it, I will be mighty impressed. GP gets a 3-second. I will be very, very impressed if he manages to take those mediums for 25 laps, is it? No, 22 laps?
I mean, it's possible he's looking at the obviously he'll see the penalties Porchy dude's racked over the 10 seconds, maybe thinking that's going to give him the buffer. I know at least one of those 5 seconds could probably be taken away.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't see how. Like I said, I would be impressed if he does it, but I don't see how you can maintain good pace once those stars fall off a cliff because he's already on 14 lap old mediums, right? They've got to be somewhere around 50-60% wear at this point. With another 8 laps to go, they will be well into puncture territory. So it's a massive, massive gamble, but
It is a huge risk, but then he's probably also looking at behind Portugal dude. There's a huge 22-second gap. He's thinking even if maybe I slow down, and I lose out on first place, he's probably sat there thinking, well, third so far back, I can take that risk.
yeah, I feel like that's a fair assessment. I think he might be able to do that. Rec Diver's right at the back of Monkey Mafia as well. Monkey's not having a good time on these hard tires for now, losing out a lot to the fresh medium runners. They're coming around the final corner just about now. I don't know if he's going to be close enough to make a move on into turn one, but we'll follow along for a bit as Pochi Dude has lost a bit of time. He's lost about a second to Hayden at this point. Oh, he does make a move. Rectiver goes down the inside on turn one, gets it done before the vision zone.
I was going to say, Rectiver had a healthy amount of battery there to help him.
Fair enough.
It looks like Grim Reaper's brought that gap down to 5.5 from 7 to ZGS.
Yeah, he's bringing out that gap down pretty quickly. Does ZGS have damage or anything? No, he doesn't.
He's 11 lap old mediums, as you say.
Oh, yeah.
It's just that point where the pace just begins to wean off them and it gets worse and worse. And
Asher's right up the back of GP Colin as well. GP Colin just about far enough away to avoid getting overtaken. But yeah, Ashes is trying to hang on to that DRS range.
Has Tempora got another 3-second time penalty?
Oh.
I think he's going for the record.
Hayden has pitted. Hayden has pitted.
He's pulled the trigger. There we go. Soft
Put
tires.
on the softs, yes. Let's see where he comes out. I think he'll come out ahead of ZGS. ZGS is only coming around the final corner now. And Hayden's done with the stop. Still under the speed limit. There he goes. Oh, it's going to be close. Yeah, he's come out just in front. Only just in front.
It's about roughly 18-second pit stop. I thought it was a longer pit stop than that.
No, longer, right? So he's come out 20 seconds behind Pochi Dude, and Pochi Dude was what 3.5-ish seconds behind him. So about 23, 24. Yeah.
So obviously Hayden's going to be looking at that out. Looking at that gap, thinking he only needs to take down 9 seconds.
Yeah. So 6 laps to go, and 19-second gap. 3.5 seconds a lap is what he'll need to pull out of that Red Bull.
Well, how many penalties does Hayden have?
Hayden has 3 seconds, I believe.
3 seconds.
Yeah, Hayden has 3 seconds. Pochi Dude has allegedly 10 seconds.
Allegedly 10, maybe 5.
Maybe. Okay, assuming as it stands, as the penalties stand, 10 seconds and 3 seconds. So he's gonna need to finish within 7 seconds of Pochi Dude. So that's a 10-second gap in 5 laps. I think that's doable.
2 seconds a lap?
Yeah,
I mean,
2.5 seconds a lap.
Hayden's good for pace. We do
know
this.
But is it good enough pace? 17. Like 2.5 seconds a lap is a lot. It's a lot to ask of anyone.
Yeah, I mean, particularly obviously these soft tyres, they are brittle. I mean, even with the lighter fuel load, they're still going to gain a lot of wear.
That's true. He's already cut it down to 15 seconds and then some. So he is making good time, but yeah, just needs to make sure it's going to be good enough. He does put in the quickest first sector of the race so far. I reckon he's going to put in a fastest lap this lap. But he doesn't have enough ERS as Tempura picks up another 3-second time penalty. T-Money's got competition.
As I was about to say, Grim Reaper's now got his gap down to 3.9 to ZGS. So it is coming down, it's just whether can he do it quick enough.
Yeah, it's just going to culminate on the final couple of laps of this race. There's a 13.8 seconds. Hayden did put in a purple second sector, so expect that fastest lap to flash up.
There's a fastest lap coming. It's 13 seconds already.
It was 17 seconds at the start of this lap. So he's pulled out 5 seconds on this one.
I mean, technically it was 20 when he came out the pits.
130.6. I'm just gonna check race director to see what Pochidu did last lap. Pochidu did a 35 dead on the hards, and Hayden did a 30.6. So yeah, he did go 4.5 seconds faster.
That is quite the time difference.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not far off his first opening lap in qualifying. I thought that was on a set of mediums.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah. Yeah, that's a flying lap if I've seen one. He is already down to 11 seconds, so this very well could end up being him overtaking Pochidu by the end. Grim Reaper down to 2.5. Wreck Diver still a second behind him, not quite in DRS range. He's still pushing to get within it.
To be fair to Wreck Diver, he has closed that gap down.
He has, yeah.
He himself was a good, I think it was 2.5 behind Grim Reaper. So he's, they've both been catching on ZGS, but obviously Wreck Diver's got the penalty. So this could become an interesting three-way battle for a final podium spot. Everything's a sexual reference.
We've been very well behaved this stream, to be fair.
We have. It could have been worse.
Could have been a lot worse. I wish RC was racing.
Down to 9.8.
Oh yeah. That's incredible.
That gap is plummeting.
Yeah, I think Hayden needs to be, just to be safe, try and overtake him. He needs to push right until the end and make sure no penalty removals can...
He does need to
Hayden goes wide on the exit. Yeah, that's not going to help.
No, it just makes his task a little bit harder.
Gonna follow Wreck Diver for a bit, maybe he makes a move.
I mean, at that rate, if what I'm right in believing that first 5 second Portuguese got is removable, that means Hayden's going to have to pass Portuguese and gap a second.
Yes, yeah, that 3 second does change the game a lot.
I mean,
it's one thing to catch up.
The other 5 second came from that might be removable as well.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. At least one of them is removable for sure. So.
Yeah. Just as a Wreck Diver now right up the back of Grim Reaper.
Oh, gets
applying all sorts of pressure. I mean, obviously he's got the penalty, so he needs to push on.
Yeah.
He needs to make this overtake done. And he probably needs to do it now more than ever, because Grim Reaper's about to get DRS.
Wait, whoa. Full throttle just got a 10 second for corner cutting. What has he done?
Where is he?
He's come around that chicane, which you can straight line, but I don't think he straight lined it.
He must have cut it somehow. He's cut something.
Yeah. Grim Reaper is now within DRS range of ZGS.
That is going to protect him against Wreck Diver.
Yes. And impressive, he's cut down that gap. Hayden is already a second and a half away from Porsche.
Oh my god! Wreck Diver shaped an overtake, Grim Reaper fell for it and ended up taking a really bad line through the corner.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. He's not gonna have DRS.
Right, he's pressuring him something fierce.
He's not gonna have DRS on the straight. We're gonna follow along with this battle for now as Wreck Diver, has that overspeed.
Wreck Diver's gonna get this done.
Yeah, he's got it done well before the braking.
It's exactly what he needed to do, is get the overtake done before Grim Reaper could get the DRS himself.
And Hayden has gone past Porsche dude. Missed that. Hayden, Porsche dude has a puncture on his front left. Is it?
Oh no.
Is that?
He
Yeah,
does
he
as
does
well.
have a puncture. Oh my
He has a
god.
puncture, my word. That is unlucky. If he pits
Oh,
quickly, he might be able to get in and out.
he's why is he not pitting?
What? Does he think he can get round it? No, you're gonna
Wait,
lose way
no,
too
he
much time.
can't. No.
You're gonna lose
You,
way too much time.
what's the rationale behind not pitting?
You
Is
could
he
have pitted.
does he just not want to serve his 5 second penalty? But he's gonna lose a lot more than
Maybe.
5 seconds if he doesn't pit.
Yeah.
As
We've got
I
yellows in
think
sector 2
Ashes
as
Falco is around. I think he's had a bit of a spin on the exit of that chicane. Grim Reaper and Reg Diver still involved in a three-way battle with ZGS for that final podium
I
place.
have noticed CTS has picked up a penalty.
Check that
So
even.
if Reefer just stays on the back of the pair of them, he will probably jump them and take the podium.
Ooh. Yeah, I think it's just in Reefer's best interest
It's in
to
Reefer's best
save
interest
him,
just
yeah.
to sit there and stay on the back, don't go for the overtake. It's Rectiver now pressuring ZGS down the back straight. DRS open, he's past them.
Yeah, maybe Reg Diver has the pace to pull away, pull out that 3 second gap, but we'll see.
He hasn't got a lot of time to do it.
He doesn't. Pochi has lost 9 seconds to Hayden, so that's definitely the lead of the race gone
Yeah.
because of that
My guess
unfortunate
is he
puncture.
thinks he can get round.
But Reg
Maybe he
Diver's going to
thinks he
be
can
right
get
up
round.
his.
Well, the thing is if he gets the penalty removed.
Yeah, but still, there's just a 3 second. And he is staying out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Well,
unbelievable.
you've committed now. There's no point. I mean, if you pit now, you'd lose. I mean, you'd go way back. You'd probably end up back in 7th. 16th.
He would, yeah.
Although this is going to be interesting. He's going to have these guys climbing over him when he's got a puncture. He's going to have to be careful. Oh my word.
No, he does not have the grip whatsoever. T-Money did call it.
I mean, if... Oh, look, he can't even make the corner.
I mean, at this rate, he's gonna end up down in 7th without pitting.
Yeah, I feel like he should have pitted straight away, taken the sops, and bang into great laps.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he can't even get through the corners.
No. Yeah, Adri's right. I
He's
don't know
made a
how he hasn't crashed.
He's made a bad call. Bad call. And with that, it hands Hayden the win.
Yeah, Hayden's a good 15
Although there's
seconds.
now an interesting fight for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
There is, because Grim Reaper
pulled
is
1.8.
Yeah, and so Grim Reaper is what 2.8 seconds behind Rec Diver now. 2.6 seconds behind Rec Diver now. So that gap's gonna be interesting to watch.
If you've got battery, spend it.
Tree really hates Lewis and Valtteri, doesn't he? And yeah, Hayden does pick up the win. Just gonna point that out quickly as Rec Diver is coming around the final corner. The gap is wildly close, so it's either Grim Reaper 2nd place or Rec Diver's.
Close. He may have just snuck it. What is it?
Oh, Rec Diver finishes in
it?
2nd. Grim Reaper. Oh, it's less than a 10th. It's less than a 10th. ZGS picks up 4th place. Monkey Mafia in a solid 5th. Pochi Dude somehow limps his way into 6th. Somehow.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, if he pitted, that's probably what he would come out.
Yeah, fair.
But I just feel like you would have at least given yourself a chance if he'd have pitted and taken the softs.
Yeah. Yeah, with all the battling between 2nd, 3rd, and 4th going on, he might have had a chance. But yeah, Private Jet jumps full throttle. And GP Colin jumps him, so GP Colin in 7th, Private Jet 8th, Full Throttle in 9th. Tempura Zoom and Falco, both McLarens, coming around the final corners. Tempura Zoom does have a lot of penalties, so I don't know where he's going to end up. But yeah, that's the race for Tier 3, the French Grand Prix, the penultimate race of the season. That was a wild one, I'm not going to lie.
It was entertaining.
It was entertaining. Yeah, I feel like the Discord's gonna kick off after this one.
I feel like a lot of questions are going to be fired at Porgy, dude. So Hedden takes another win in Tier 3.
Yep. Porsche Dude with an unfortunate sixth place as Grim Reaper and Wreck Diver round out the podium by separated by less than a tenth. Um, yeah, so ZGS P4 because of penalties after finishing third on track. Monkey Mafia fifth, Porsche Dude unfortunate sixth, GP Collins seventh, Private Jet in eighth, Full Throttle ninth, and Ashes Falco in 10th place after jumping Tempura Zoom on all those penalties. Tempura Zoom with not his best performance finishes P11 and is the last of the finishers. Unholy Red Eye, JG Fishing Ray, and Bag of Bones they did not finish.
I tell you what, I regret the enough in them. I could have had points.
All right. I think we're not going to do interviews today, just in the interest of time. I have to go, and it's late for Bones as well. So we
Yes,
will
it's
catch
not
you
until
next
2:30.
week, next Wednesday at the same time, 8 p.m. Eastern for Tier 3, the final race of Tier 3. It's going to be the Italian Grand Prix, but we will catch you before that. That'll be tomorrow for Tier 2. We can all watch RC crash at France and somehow blame someone else. But yeah, I guess see you tomorrow.
See ya.